Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at this dual screen M5 laptop from Domyfan. It's going to come in a box like this. It basically just has a tab. If you look here, it's 15.5 inch screen. It's a 1920 by 1080p, 60 hertz, 280 CDM2, and 1000 to 1. So you just has this little tab that you need to pull out. You pull it open, and it will look like this. Inside you will have your user's guide. You will have, now inside of this should be all the different, here they are. There's a US C to C. There is a USB to C. There is a HDMI cord, and there is the actual monitor itself. It's wrapped inside of a plastic covering to keep it safe, as well as all the foam around it. So they made sure they did a good job of packaging so it did not get damaged at all. So when you slide it out, it's going to look like this. You're going to notice it has, there's the back side where all your plugins will be. It has these here, the Velcro to hold it closed. And then this side you will see there are tabs. So when you're setting it up, you can twist that and use that to hold it in place. So depending upon, right now it's upside down. I can tell because right here, these should be face down. So when we're going to open this up, we will remove the Velcro and it just comes off. You're going to notice here on the top, it has, this is where you will use these to actually mount your laptop or whatever you're going to put the top of the screen on this to hold it in place. Set it up inside. I would want it on top of another screen. It's open like this, and then if right now there's no laptop here, so I would want to tilt this back to hold it in place. You'll see if I have a laptop in here, we will hook it up to a computer. It will sit like this, and you'll notice depending upon the size of your computer, it also has this piece here, which will allow you to extend it, because you don't know what size laptop you're hooking it up to, not yet, because we have a couple different ones. So we will get our power from the laptop. And one of the features I wanted to show you, basically, I have just my cell phone here. I move it in here. I put the C to C, and I can put it right in here like this. And you will notice right here that it starts powering on. So you can actually hook your phone up to this as well. It says, do you want a mirror? You're going to have to say yes. You can either make it into a desktop or a mirror. So if you want it to mirror your computer or your phone, and let's say you want to use your phone on this, you can do it like that. Or you can disconnect, reconnect. It's going to ask. It's going to come back on. You can make it into a desktop if you want. So see, it made it into like a desktop computer, but it's using your phone. So you can set it up to mirror exactly what your phone looks like, but when you do that, you're just going to have the square like we showed you. Or you can make it to a desktop, which basically takes your phone and turns it into this. Whether you want to use it like your phone or you want to set it up like a desktop, that's up to you. So now we're going to hook it up to a computer. Now, the same way I hook this up to my phone, you can also do that with a video game system. So where I hooked my phone up and I showed you back there, you could hook a video game system up if you wanted. And you can have a video game system on one side while a laptop is on the other. Or you could have the phone on one side while a laptop is on the other. And there is actually an opening and closing sequence. It tells you exactly how to open and close this in a chronological order so that you don't damage it. So basically it tells you expand it first. And then you will rotate it like we showed you. And then you will close it. When you go to close it back, you will do the same thing. You will close it back and then rotate your piece. That way you don't damage it. So we're going to set it up on this computer. It's a gaming computer. It's a Sword. We're going to open this up. Now you're going to notice the screen is slightly bigger than this. It's 17 and this is a 15.6. So you have two options. You can either set this straight up because it's going to be a little bit of weight. It's not very heavy, but it is a little heavy. So we can set it up. You want to pull this open, slide the top pieces on first, lock them into place, then the side piece, and then here. So what I'm doing is lining these two up first, then I'm make sure these two are lined up, then I lock this one. Now, if I'm worried about the weight, I can go to the back here. I have this piece, remember? So I can slowly make sure I hold my computer, tip this down, and then I'm going to have this set up, and then I can move this however I want. Now for this one, I can use, this computer has a HDMI, it has a USB to C, it has a C to C. We're going to do the HDMI, USB to C, and we're going to plug it in back here, where there's, on the back side, you're going to see it says power, right here, and that's just the switch that you use. There's a Type C, and the other one. So we're going to plug in here. And you hear it click into place. Now when I turn on the computer, this monitor should also come on with the computer. So I'll turn on the computer. And as it's getting power, because this is started, this already came on. Now we're waiting on our computer to boot. Now some computers automatically pick this up and you will have the dual monitor. Some you have to set up. So we want to see this one is not set up, has no signal. So what you're going to have to do is go into your computer and set it up. So we're going to go to our settings. We're going to go over here, system, display. Then we are going to set up. We're going to go to multiple displays and detect another display or connect. You can do either one. If it's a wireless, what we have is a connected one. So we're going to detect. So when it picks it up, we go to, you can say you want to add audio device. You don't have to do that. Just click off of that. So when you do the display, where is it at? When you went to the multiple displays, that's where it comes up, and you can do these. And now it's set up. You'll see I have dual monitor. And this way this works is you watch. I can close this one out, and I can slide this around, or I can set it up to have these work individually or as the same. So when you're setting this up, you can say you can set up for 1 display, 2 displays, 3 displays. We're going to set it up for 2. We're going to you can either duplicate desktop 1 and 2. So you can make this and this the exact same. Basically, you're just going to, whatever you do here is going to do the same here, or you can set it up differently. Now, when you're doing this, you're going to have to play around with it because sometimes it wants to make it so, but what I did here was split it because I want to split screen. So you'll see my mouse is here. There's nothing over here. If I want to come over, there it is. So if I open something, let's say Google, I just double click it and open it. I can drag this over to the other screen and save it for later. And you'll see I have other stuff here set up. My settings are here. My Chrome is here, and I still have all this room over here. So I can set up, let's say, we're going to YouTube. You can do some YouTube. So this is nice if you're doing multiple things. So I got YouTube over here. I can have multiple tabs. I got my Chrome over here. I can put something here if I want. I can make multiple screens. I can take a snapshot, move it over here. This is really nice if you're doing computer work, like an office job, or you're doing multiple projects and you don't have a big enough screen. You can add this second one on, and then you can drag it over here. And then there's always the option we showed you earlier. If I wanted to, I could add my phone onto this one. So I could be, and let's say I want to do my phone, but I want to see it here while I'm doing here. I can unhook it from my computer, hook it into my phone. I would have my phone over here, my internet here. And you see I can, if I want to, I can flip-flop these. I can make this a little bit smaller. Make it smaller. Drag this over here as well. And I have two. I have 2 tabs. I have one here, and then I still have room over here to do more things over here. So it gives you a lot of options as far as what you want to do. The main thing is, remember when you go into this, you have to set this up. You go into your settings, and it's going to ask you. Some computers automatically do it. Some computers ask you to identify it. Some computers ask you to set it up. For me, I had to go in. It asked me which one I wanted, and then I had to set it up the way I wanted. So it all depends on your computer. It all depends on how you want to set it up. You can even set it up to actually mirror what you have. So you will have the exact same thing on 2 different screens. So if you and a colleague are working together on something, and you're here trying to focus and they can't see very well because there's not enough room, you can open this up wider like this, and they could see what you're doing on this screen while you're doing it here, because you can mirror the screen. So this screen would be the same. You're watching this one, they're watching this one, so they're not hanging over your shoulder while you're trying to work. But most people set it up like this, so you have multiple screens that you can move back and forth however you want, and just drag stuff back and forth like that. And you also have the opportunity, if you want, set your cell phone up on one, so I can focus here while I'm working, while I can see what's going on my cell phone here, or a video game. Let's say you have a child with you, you want to keep an eye on them. You're dealing with a laptop, you're at an airport. You're at an airport, they want to play a game. You can set this up so you're doing this on here, playing it, and they can play their game on this screen while you're working on the computer. So a lot of different options. So when I'm talking about duplicate, basically you duplicate 1 and 2. I just go like this, and you see this is the exact same screen, and you can keep the changes if you want. So this is where I'm telling you, if I'm working on something and someone else is with me and there's not enough room for both of you to see, you'll see everything, and this is exactly the same. So you could actually have someone on the back side open this up all the way, and they can see what you're doing without being in your way as you're trying to operate. And then the other one was, you can go ahead and was telling you about your phone. If I wanted to, I could unhook this. So if I wanted to, I'd plug in my phone. See, I have my computer here. We're setting up I can mirror my phone. And there. Right now I'm working. Everything that's going on here, I can watch my computer and my phone at the same time. Let's say you have a conversation going on, a text chat back and forth. You want to keep looking at your phone, It will pop up here. You can see what's going on while you're working on your computer. So make sure when you're taking this off, you take it off in a proper order. You want to make sure you open this. Don't just pull it, because you could break not only this, you could break your laptop. So make sure you pull this open and slide it up, and then you will close it. This opens and closes, see? Opens and closes, because that was a bigger screen. Make sure you close it to the proper size. Then you will just close it like a book. And if you need to, you'll see that it doesn't fit. Just pull it back open. The main thing is you don't want to damage it. So it's closed. You twist this back into shape, put it down. If you choose to, now I'm going to keep my foam, so make sure you put your foam in here. And if you make sure you get all the way back. If you're worried about this piece actually just folds down. Then, again, this is your choice. I'm going to use mine. The piece that came with it to hold it in place, I will put that back on. That will keep it closed so it doesn't accidentally come open. Then you can actually store this in your laptop bag with your laptop. Domyfan, it is a 15.6 inch screen extender for your computer. But it doesn't have to just be for your computer. You can use it for your phone. You can use it for games, but it's mostly made for computer. It's really nice for if you're traveling somewhere and you have a laptop. You can extend your screen, have multiple screens. I really like it. It's going to come in handy. We're going to put the link for this in the description. Like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. And it's definitely something you could use if you have to have multiple screens. If you have to have, you want to use your phone at the same time you're using your computer. You want to play a game or have your child play a game while they're right there with you, as playing a game while you're playing a monitor on one side. So it's really handy and convenient. And as far as work practices, having a dual screen is just really practical.